You think stopping a tantrum quickly is the right move, but it's actually the opposite. The faster you shut it down, the more your child relies on you to escape their own emotions. This will show you exactly what their brain is learning in that moment and why the cycle keeps repeating. Picture yourself in the kitchen. The oil is sizzling, and suddenly your child starts crying over something tiny. You know you shouldn't yell, but you're exhausted, so you snap and say, "Stop it," anyway. The issue isn't that you're a bad parent, it's that you're reacting at the wrong neurological moment. In the next few minutes, you'll understand exactly what happens inside your child's brain when a tantrum hits, and why the way you try to stop it is actually the reason it keeps happening. The moment your child starts screaming while you're overwhelmed in the kitchen, your natural instinct isn't to understand, it's to shut it down. You escalate from a firm "stop it" to shouting because you're thinking, "I don't have time for this right now." But did you know that a child's brain reads the tension in your eyes long before they process a single word you say? By trying to end the tantrum as fast as possible, you are teaching them that emotions are things to be suppressed, not processed. In reality, you aren't reacting to your child's behavior. You are reacting to your own rising discomfort. And that is the exact moment their brain starts recording something very specific. You think they're ignoring you, but the reality is their brain literally cannot process you. When a tantrum hits, the limbic system takes over, forcing the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic, to go offline. Offline. Every lecture or explanation you give right now is wasted because they are in survival mode, not learning mode. You wonder why they aren't listening while their synapses are busy shutting out the world. This is not a teachable moment. But you keep talking. The more you try to stop the tantrum, the longer it actually lasts. You talk more, explain more, and eventually resort to threats, only to be met with louder screams. More. By applying pressure to shut them down, you're accidentally reinforcing a loop of emotional avoidance in their brain. Why is everything getting worse despite your best efforts? You aren't making it worse. You're making them more dependent on your external pressure to regulate. And that is when a dangerous type of learning begins to take shape. It doesn't look like dependence at first, but that is exactly what it is. When you are always the one to extinguish every emotion, your child starts reaching for you instantly because they have no idea how to handle it themselves. Here, instead of developing self-regulation, their brain gets trapped in a loop of needing external intervention just to feel stable. This leads to a low frustration tolerance and explosive outbursts whenever support isn't within reach. You aren't creating calm. You are creating a necessity. So what does a brain actually need in that moment? You don't fix the moment. You stay through it. Instead of talking, you slow down and let your presence become the anchor for their nervous system. Stay. When your systems sync, a sense of safety allows their prefrontal cortex to slowly come back online. Does this process often feel like it's taking much longer than you want? It's slower, but it's the right way to build internal resilience. And that is how the brain finally learns what you actually want to teach. A tantrum isn't an emergency to be shut down. It's the moment a child's brain is learning to endure an emotion it has never processed before. There are two types of parents in that moment: the one who reacts just to make it quiet, and the one who stays long enough for the child to learn how to walk through it. What you do in their loudest moment becomes their quietest habit later. The last time your child had a meltdown, were you trying to stop it, or were you staying through it? If you want to dive deeper into how a child's brain learns from these small moments, consider following along. You won't get it right every time, but every time you stay, their brain remembers.